Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And how are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Here's a daily CRUMB to help you along your way. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of day this is for you, and welcome to the Daily CRUMB with me, usually famous Jackie Quay, your friendly, a freaky ass, a sweet grandma, a medicine woman, also Christiana superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How grows it with you? Hey. It's a Wednesday. It's the hump day. And I hope and I pray that my girl come this way. She called roller skate. She want to go roller skating. And they have like, it's not too far, Durham County or whatever, like free roller skating every Wednesday evening. Just for the summer. You gotta bring your own roller skates. Well, I got her roller skates for Christmas and stuff, so. But she hasn't been here for a Wednesday in a while. The last time, she didn't come for the Wednesday, but she was posting at 11 o'clock at night. She's not getting consequences from the risk that her and her friend put themselves in. But they don't have the proper influences. The ones that are trying to protect them and keep them safe, they're being taught not to listen to those, that they're crazy and they're off the rocker or whatever. Especially when things happen that make you go, wow! Anyways, I know, when all that stuff that came out before, that has nothing that's eased my mind about that at all. In fact, it's really gone in the way that, hey, when those things really happen, that I was told happened, the people that do those things do exactly what those other ones are doing, what that one has been doing. That one did from the start. Had to get out there and get a story around to everybody. Like I said before, I wanted to keep that quiet because it was my children. It had to do with my children. It had to do with my children, but it all went to be about him, about the adults in the situation, not about the kids. And the poor children. They never had any social anxiety when they're with their mother. Now there is. We don't talk to strangers. The paranoid. That was... He had to make sure. Keep them quiet. Make sure they don't talk to their mother. Because their mother will believe them. Anyway. I am not the only one. Okay? But when we keep reacting, that's where that reaction and that response. We got to take that time. Because those reactions will come up. And hey, they want us to react so they can say, see, I told you. Anything that looks similar to what they're trying to... Oh yeah, so they'll keep pushing until they get that reaction. That's why it takes so much. We got to... All right, acknowledge that reaction. Yes, that's coming up. That coming from whatever. And then we'll respond. Okay? That came up to me too, and the reaction is not telling you how you made me feel, because then that's still focused on you and your reaction to it. You want to respond to it, and sometimes the silence is best. Sometimes no response is a response. Oh no, what's that all say to you? The concept of self-care relates to small rituals that can restore feelings of well-being that you may have neglected when dealing with life's tribulations. Leigh Mercree. Feelings of well-being. Well, right? We don't... It's not feelings of well-being when, you know, you're being deceived and you know there's something going on and yet nobody's believing that. Nobody wants to believe that. Just because we turn our eyes, we don't want to look at it, doesn't mean it's not happening. It's still happening. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Even though there's more education and stuff out there, it's getting worse. We all need to do our part in that. Each one of us to protect these littles. Choose a daily ritual to practice self-care each day. Why did you choose this ritual, and what does it bring to your life? What can you do? Especially, see, for me to keep going crazy and keep spinning my wheels, there's nothing I can do right now, because even through the courts things and stuff like that, when you're reacting, you're responding, this is, whoa, who seems stable at these things, right? there's, well, the biases and stuff come up in those systems. Because, hey, the ones that's causing and the ones that's poking, right? They sit there and they're poking, but only when nobody's looking. So they poke till they get a reaction and go, oh, I don't know, right? Just like those, when we were younger, I'm not touching. Ah, she whacked me and I didn't even touch her. Oh, no. It is out there. That's a 37 again. Original source. Got to return to that and look at that. So we take that time. We take that self-care. What did that little need? What did that little not receive? And we don't live vicariously through our children, but, you know what? Give our children those. It's not about the stuff. We become too materialistic. Let's teach them about the love. I mean, that's one thing I appreciated growing up. We were told we were rich with love. Because I grew up in low-income housing. When my parents finally bought a place, they separated. So even in my family, there's only one home owned. Which makes me really want to own this one for my children. Safety, the stability, a place they can always come back to. Anyways. It's coming! Somehow, some way. I don't know. It's all in the hands of the divine. Everything will be just fine. It's always okay. Oh. Oh, I just felt one go over my tongue. What is that? That's a path. You need the totem with that. How about the totem right there? We got the, is that right? Right? Death and rebirth. The shaman's death and rebirth. The wounded healers. Whatever that be for you. A lot of times our purpose lies in what have we overcome? What have we grown through? What have we come out the other side? What have we been reborn into? That's what we can share. Sometimes that's where that passion comes from. And that usable energy. Let die off what needs to die off, right? The trees, they let go of their leaves every year. The dead leaves. You know what would happen? If they never let go of any of those leaves, if they held on to every single leaf from the time they sprouted. I don't know. Look at that. There's a beauty in letting things go and allowing that transformation. What if that caterpillar was too afraid to go into that cocoon, that chrysalis? What if that caterpillar was afraid of the dark? And never faced that fear? You never become that butterfly. Or it would, but wouldn't recognize it maybe. I don't know. What is that for you? Original source. 37. We're getting back to that connecting, and that's what that self-care is, that care. So we can open up to that divine, whatever that is for you. And there, that was from yesterday too, wasn't it? What are the webs we're weaving? We're looking, we're trying to clean up this little hole that we see in our web, and we're missing the big morsels that are in there because we're so focused on the tiny little details of it. Let's expand, see the bigger picture. Okay, it's all in the hands of the divine. Let's just do one step at a time. Okay? All right, let's see. There's so much happening behind the scenes. That's all right. So what are the stories you're telling yourself? Helping you expand, right? Oh, that's nothing. I'm not important. Whatever, right? The weasel. There's all that stuff happening behind the scenes. We don't know. That's where they come and trust, right? We go into our chrysalis and we trust. Okay, there's something. I don't know, but I need to do this. I'm eating up all this information and whatever. Eating. And then I got to cover myself up and go in. That's a care. I don't know. What is that for you? Because when we're being ourselves fully, holy, and true, right, we get that usable energy. We don't have to pretend to be anything else, right? Right? I don't know. What is that for you? It's harder to keep on a mask than it is to just be yourself. So what are the stories you've been telling yourselves? What are the stories that need to change? And are your stories helping to add into that expansion? Or is it keeping you contained? I don't know. How does that grow for you? Beautiful, beautiful beings. I'd love to hear your stories. Share them if you like. That'd be wonderful. So I think we learn the most. It's not by advice that we're giving, but hearing somebody else's story and hearing it as if they were saying our story, right? And extracting, I don't know, or listening, seeing what comes out, what stands out for us in those stories, right? Maybe something we didn't try. I don't know. What does that all say to you, beautiful beings? But let die off what needs to die off, and let be reborn what needs to be reborn. Okay? You. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you, fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out. Know that's you. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you choose to stay every day. Let's grow, grow, grow. Slow, slow, slow. Make this another wonderful, blessed day. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.